Hello and welcome back to another vlog. This time we're in Turkey with my parents and my sister. It is a big reunion because we all came from Mauritius, the US and Dubai to meet in Istanbul. Turkey is known for its beautiful architecture and numerous beautiful mosques, and I was 100% blown away. The Blue Mosque was sadly undergoing renovations, so we could not see much, but it is still very pretty with incredibly beautiful ceilings and carpets. There were also a few mausoleums of sultans around and very important people of the Ottoman Empire, and you can identify the lady tombs with the scarf wrapped around the top corner. And just across from the Blue Mosque, across the gorgeous Sultan Ahmed Square, there is the Hagia Sophia Mosque. This used to be a church, then became a museum, and has now been turned into a mosque. Although the history is very divisive, the building is incredibly beautiful. We also decided to make the very tiring and uphill trek to the Süleymani Mosque. It also has the same majestic round dome and the minarets, but the view from the surrounding garden is so unique. You see both the Asian and the European sides of Turkey across the Bosphorus River. The outside veranda was very peaceful, with a few dogs relaxing here and there. Also, there are cats literally everywhere in Istanbul, and I think most people knew this already, but this is super cute. The final mosque we visited was a less known one, but it has some pieces of the Hajar-e-Aswad, or the black stone, which Muslims believe is a stone from heaven. Istanbul is very hilly, by the way. No one warned me, but my Apple Watch was over the moon with my step count and elevation. But it also means that you get to see incredible views from very high points. I was also overjoyed that it even rained one day, which is something I absolutely miss now that I'm in Dubai. So walking around in the rain with a transparent umbrella felt like being in a movie. In terms of transport, there is a very cheap and easy to use metro that runs across the whole city. I only took it once, and it is slightly crowded to be honest, but it does the job. Other than mosques, palaces are the other beauties of Turkey. The most popular one, of course, being the Topkapi Palace, which is now a museum. We had a wonderful guide with us who gave us an in-depth overview of the Sultan times and the history of the palace. The museum, of course, has some very unique pieces related to the Islamic history, like clothes and footprint of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, but no photography is allowed in these rooms, unfortunately. Everything from their door frames to the ceramic walls to their clothing was just so incredibly unique and detailed. The next palace is Dolmabahce, and it was the highlight of my visit, to be honest. Firstly, the entrances and gates were so majestic, and it's very rare that you get to see so much of a palace. Here they had almost every room open for a look-see, and the furniture, the details on the ceilings and the walls, everything was so intricate and beautiful. Again, sadly, no filming and photography are allowed inside. And of course, the food. We had the clay pot food, which comes with a whole little fire show. Of course, we had plenty of Turkish and apple tea, and I just discovered apple tea and I am a huge fan now. We also tried the Turkish savory pancake, and that was epic. General Turkish food, of course, was on the menu every day for breakfast and lunch and dinner most of the few days that we were there, with this beautifully puffy bread, which is perfection. For my sister's birthday, we went to Nusret, or as we all know him, Salt Bay's restaurant, for some gold-coated steak. Of course, we had to make a quick stop to Hafiz Mustafa. I've had the baklava in Dubai, but the dessert here was just yummylicious. We even went twice. Turkish ice cream is a whole different mood. And of course, baklava and Turkish delight are everywhere. And after an overdose of sugar, we actually had to have soup and salad for a few meals for a detox. Although Turkish food is really delicious, it does get repetitive, so we eventually had to try other food. We went for Malaysian food one night, Chinese, and of course Indian with some yummy chai. And not to forget the little roadside snacks like the roasted chestnuts and corn, and plenty of fresh fruit juice from the local juice uncles. I had the best bath of my life during a Turkish hammam experience, where a very nice lady scrubbed the hell off my skin and gave me a bubble massage. It was heaven, and the place itself was so incredibly beautiful. Now, Ertugrul, the TV show, has become very famous in the past years, and my sister and dad are huge fans, so we ended up going on an Ertugrul tour outside of Istanbul. We headed out super early at like 6:30 a.m. and drove around the bridge from the European side to the Asian side of Turkey, and we went to all these different locations that are quite important in the history of Ertugrul, who himself was the father of Osman, the founder of the Ottoman Empire. We got to see where they are buried and protected by guards, and we even got to witness a guard changing ceremony, which was quite intense.
In the soil, cut!
I contemplated buying some wooden sword, but then I decided to dress up like a Turkish queen / the biggest villain in the TV show instead. The tour ended with a tasting of Turkish honey and sweets. Another fun experience was a cruise dinner on the river Bosphorus. We got picked up from the hotel and taken to the port where we boarded the cruise ship, and then we were spoiled with food and entertainment while the boat cruised around for a few hours, which was a very pleasant experience. And finally, the shopping does not disappoint either. We visited the Grand Bazaar, where I practiced my haggling a bit successful, to get some souvenirs and lots of Turkish delights before we packed up to come back. Turkey, you've been beautiful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.